All right, guys, we are here at the Netrunner Regional in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 2015. I am Steven.
I'm Robert.
Hi, Robert. We got Sasha Friedman on the left playing Andromeda. We got Pacer Stringfellow on the right playing Replicating Perfection. And we are live here at the store. You can hear lovely people in the background. And we are watching this game from our store on the screen. We have a separate room set up for the top 8, which you're seeing now.
It's completely soundproof.
And it's nearly complete, almost soundproof. So we're not going to yell too much. But we have Sasha, who just got off an incredible game against Sam Swede. I would put
finalists last year.
I would put these guys as like not rivals, but like
rivals is appropriate. I mean, there was so much tension at that final last year.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not in like a, but they don't.
Yeah, it's not negative. There's no animosity. It's just that they have peerage in their quality, and they play consistently well, and that always manifests in the games that they play against each other.
And Sasha losing the game, the one before this against Sam, against Replicating Perfection. Sam has the agenda installed. It's ready to go, has an Nisei counter. Sasha essentially takes one last shot at R&D, happens to hit a future perfect, which would give him the game. They play a Psy game, completely random. Everyone has all the credits, no big deal. And happens to come up Sasha. And he steals a future perfect. 33% chance at the end of the game. Next turn it ends. And the card after an R&D, guess what it was? Fetal AI, and it would have killed Sasha.
Of course.
It was
either this turn or next.
It was wild. So now Sasha has worked his way back up. Sasha and Pace are both doing exceptionally well. They're high up here in the bracket. And I'm very interested to see how Sasha's going to handle this Replicating Perfection. Not a lot of people have been able to handle it just like in a controlling way.
Yeah.
Replicating, usually finding its way on top of these matchups. And we're going to see what he does. First, of course, they're going to trash those Sundews. That's critical. Gets a fairy out. Looks like he's rolling here. He's got Katie and Desperado. Katie, very critical piece of this matchup. It's going to allow him to hopefully keep up with the tax of RP. We got a pad campaign coming on. Jackson Howard goes down and gets rezzed. Drawing 2 cards. And now let the filtering begin. We've got something going over in archives. Could be the new Crick, which is a wildly good card. You can't face check a Crick there because the Sundew comes right back into play and you've wasted all your time. It's just a disaster. Just a disaster. What do you do? Even if you know it's there, you pay what? A Gordian Blade to get through a 6-string?
Too much.
Not gonna happen. It's no good.
It would not be worth it. Don't do it.
Yeah, he's got to go get Jackson the hard way here. If he even wants to. I mean, you want to.
It's always tempting.
Security testing archives. No, this can't be. Is that Crick?
Yes.
Is that it? That is absolutely the Crick. Yep.
Clink.
Robert, I'm not saying we're right, but
there's a certain time and a place where I told you so. This might be it. Sometimes.
No, put it right back in there.
Oh.
Man.
Sorry, everybody.
I don't think there was a net gain with all of that, but
there goes the pad, though.
You make him res the Crick at least. That's 1 cost.
That was worth the click.
We were just talking about Crick over here. It's like 1 cost for 6-string Koke. How is Replicating getting better? This is crazy.
It's a sign of the times, man.
Sign of the times, dude.
Sign of the times.
You notice Ben over there? You notice his shoes match his shirt? Isn't that cool?
He planned for that.
Yeah, he planned for that.
He planned for it.
What else is Pacer thinking here? Sasha doing a lot of thinking. He is a thinker. He's a slow, deliberate player. Not a slow player, I would say, but a deliberate player. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times that means that he doesn't make bad decisions.
But let's be honest. So is Pacer.
Yes, absolutely.
My goodness. Methodical both.
He's high in the running right now for me of like...
Which one again? Which one of
Pacer. He's high in the running for like... maybe one of my favorite players.
Oh my goodness!
If not, he's up there. I'm not saying he's number 1, but he could be.
He's so close to getting a Christmas card from you this year.
I think Sasha just moved security testing and tried to run it, which is absolutely hysterical. Mm-hmm. He's been playing Replicating Perfection all day. You gotta know. But you're also, you're tired. You're used to just throwing that security testing.
I mean, he's only been playing for about 10 hours.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
It's no biggie.
No, Pacer's one of my favorites because he's a really good deck builder. He's a very interesting deck builder. Enigma pops up here. That looks really good.
Take the click.
And looks like we've got a mental health clinic over there in the corner.
I feel just fine now.
I feel just fine.
I feel just fine. All the spiders are gone.
Drawing his card down to 4 credits. That's a decent place to be. And there's the celebrity gift.
Oh,
won't be lasting
long.
Sees a Nisei in hand and 2 sundews.
Goodness.
Do you go fishing for it? The answer is no, because those 2 pieces of ice are pretty wild.
Yes, they are extremely wild.
You can't deal with that. And Sasha really ingesting this.
Ice gone wild.
How bad this ultimately is. A couple of sundews. Nisei Mark II.
It's a crazy hand. It can do a lot of damage if he wants it to. Oh, mystery hand coming in there.
Oh,
mystery hand.
Whose hand was that?
It's probably Tim's.
Tim's hand?
It looked like a bun hand.
I'd believe it.
Hand of a bun.
I think Sasha is looking at HQ here.
He is. He's got a hungry look. In part because he skipped dinner.
Pacer drawing 2 for Jackson Howard. And gonna get an install here. No, just discarding down for the turn.
What could it be? What if it's that Nisei?
I just want to cricket into play.
I should check maybe. Just maybe.
Sasha got Mr. Lee going here.
Yep.
He's a filter. He loves filtering his cards like this.
Just run him through, man. Pass it through. Comes out even more pure than before.
If you hit crit 3 times there, will that bring the agenda out of archives? Because we know he's Pat campaign Sunday. I mean, if we think that that's Nisei, I mean,
he would just use Jackson before that happened, right?
That's the next level thought.
That's right.
I'm going to give him everything.
Discussing with Bradley here if it is actually reasonable to boomerang yourself into crick enough times to get the agenda forced installed. If Jackson isn't off the board, actually that's a pretty reasonable thing to do.
That is a really
chances of that happening extremely low, but good to know that it's possible.
It is possible.
Sasha taking a look here, keeps filtering with Mr. Lee, digging for stuff. Katie's still well utilized, and in this matchup, I'll tell you what, there's a card in this matchup that is not nearly as good as it used to be, and that card is Desperado. The number of runs that you can actually make against Replicating Perfection
are few and far between.
It's actually pretty tiny. I mean, it's still going to gain you like 1,000 credits during the game,
but it's a lot less than the 10,000.
It's less than 10,000 that you yield from NBN. We got a daily business show up. The most crushing sight for a runner. Paying 4 to trash that asset is such a bummer. You just never really have a chance to do it, honestly.
That's right. It's just expensive.
All right, so we got a new server created. We got probably a Caprice or an Ash put in it, and then a Sundew right on top. And that's going to be some easy money for Pacer over the next couple of turns. He will probably install over that whenever he gets his agendas going, but he's just going to build up right now. This is a classic. This is the, at this point, quintessential Glacier deck. There is no deck that makes you move slower than Replicating Perfection. It is like quicksand.
And Pacer is a master craftsman at it.
It doesn't, yeah, exactly. It doesn't even...
It's fundamentally good, and he's fundamentally good with it.
And it doesn't want to score early. It doesn't even want to score mid-game. I mean, all it does is it
slows you down.
It's the one Corp deck I've seen that actually the win percentage seems to go up as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something very powerful about that, because a lot of decks you just can't say that about. Rez is a pup over HQ here. And Sasha with some wild maneuvers there with his hands. Looks like he's going to pay 2 for the pup here. Get an access for the data sucker. And take that one.
Yoink.
And he's going to look at it for a second. There's a bad campaign. Yeah.
You can have that back.
Yeah. We don't trash that out of hand. We don't even trash it off the board. We don't know what to do with bad campaign and replicate.
It's strange.
Imp. Run Imp. Why are we not all running Imp? I know why, Robert. There's a lot of influence.
Really?
And it's MU.
Yes.
It costs money. Only has 2 tokens.
Nobody has MU for that. Not with that sweet corroder there.
I certainly do. And there's the Daily Business Show. Sasha picking and choosing what he's going to take off this board, and that is the correct choice.
Get it out of here.
Acting more like a scalpel than a shovel at this
But I mean,
moment.
it's similar to the plays. Excuse me. Zach was making when he was playing Pacer previously. So you just have to start finding the weak spots, removing them, and hoping that you get the tools and the accesses that you need.
If you manage to take out the foundations, I mean, even if it takes you a while, if you take out these foundations, it can fall down, and that's
because I mean that was when we saw Pacer at his weakest before. Was when he just had nothing to work with. The credits had gone. He had lots of time to red huge ice beforehand, but he was starting to get to the point where he was stagnating. Sadly, the game ended shortly thereafter.
It did end. And Sasha coming back into HQ, also just kind of building data sucker counters here. That's going to help him leverage this economic exchange later in the game.
Yes, it will.
He's also probably fishing around a little bit, maybe trying to find a Caprice, go ahead and get it taken care of early before it gets on the board. Always a good thing to do. And then it looks like we're running Jackson here, and Pacer's going to decide to remove him from the game to put 3 cards back in R&D.
Classic Jacko move.
Yeah,
put the toys back in the box.
What an all-star, right?
Yeah, it is an all-star card. The crazy thing is imagining in a future Netrunner meta, once it's finally rotated out of the card pool, what the corps are going to do.
I'll tell you what
are they going to do?
They're gonna frame that card and put it on their wall.
Yes, and cry about it every night.
Say,
every night.
I will never forget you, Jackson. What about, I mean, Caprice is in the same boat.
True. It's very true.
I don't think it didn't cover Honor and Profit, did it? Caprice? It was a pack, yeah?
Yes, I believe so.
So maybe we just have to deal with it for a couple years.
Double pin or something?
I'll still be here.
You sure? You sure?
Well, I can't be sure of anything.
Can't be sure, no.
I could die tonight.
Yes, let's worry about it.
Look at this. We got a homemade Escher going on here.
Whoa.
Pacer self-Eschering.
Auto-Escher.
Now Sasha's pointing at some stuff. Look at
Where
this.
was that? No, that
Look
was
at this.
over
Put
there.
this over here.
Turn the middle side topwise.
Keep patting him.
I would have killed for tap.
Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, we're in.
This is an array of servers that I can understand
Much cleaner board. Yeah,
Yes.
I appreciate their willingness to do this for us.
Mm-hmm.
Where's security testing going?
And
all right,
moving it.
I'm sold on Crick. Oh my goodness. This piece of ice is insane. What's happening?
This is Netrunner, Steve.
It is Netrunner. Man, there's just new software all the time.
New software.
New ice. Exciting changes in the World Wide Web.
Crick is many architect.
It's ridiculous. A mini 6-strength code gate architect directed at the server that it's defending. It's so good. So good.
Mr. Lee. Working it.
Who do you think would win against like a fight against Mr. Lee or Jackson Howard? I think we know the answer.
There's got to be like a serrated blade in one of those toys.
You're probably right. Jackson to gas the room.
Something that never made it to market that is just lethal.
There's an interns. Man, that makes me like Edward Kim a lot. I know I shouldn't. See, I'm supposed to get out of these habits, but
Liking things?
Well, finding reasons to like things that I shouldn't like.
It's going to affect your judgment, man.
I know.
Don't like cards. Just know if they're good or not, and then run them.
Trash all those gifts and interns. We were watching Matt and Katie play Netrunner. It's really exciting. Sometimes I get distracted. She's over here.
Because Sasha and Pacer, well...
I'm getting distracted, guys. Sorry.
Quit having a good time.
If all Netrunner was this awesome and polite... I don't know, we've seen a little snarl over there, actually. Sasha's on 3 data circuit zones, got a corroder and a fairy. Got a bunch of snares on the board. 2 sundews up and open. It's just... we got a pad campaign and daily business show.
HQ shields up.
It's the kind of thing that just scares me. I just don't... I get put in these positions and it's like... I just don't see how the numbers have me winning this game.
Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to add
But,
up.
you know, RP has these moments where it seems insurmountable and then all of a sudden you're like on 5 points. And you don't know how it happened.
Whoa. It's probably an accident.
Just a lucky accident. Both these players being very deliberate with their actions. I don't think that Katie's been getting a lot of use.
I don't think once.
I can't tell though because nobody has gotten Sasha some good tokens, so we can actually see what he's doing.
We need more high contrast tokens from Sasha.
We talked extensively about it during our game.
Where are my glasses?
It's like, come on, Sasha.
Yes.
He said his plan was just to attend enough regionals here until he had an entire set of data tokens.
Oh, goodness.
Miserly at its finest. There's a Gordian Blade. We got a full rig coming up, baby.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, the one thing we don't have, though, is a Mimic.
That's true.
And we may need one, we may not. I don't know.
People run Mimic these days?
Yeah, it's fairly popular.
Aww. I don't know why that made me sad.
Well, it makes me very sad as an anarch. I just see all my stuff everywhere.
Why is this still my best choice?
Quit stealing my stuff. Okay, so drawing his 2 cards, choosing one with his daily business show there. Help us all, is that card not the best?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, now, is he going to start setting up for the score? That could probably be a caprice there. Looks like that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting an upgrade and advancing twice.
Man, with only one piece of ice?
What
could it be?
He's got a lot of money. Sasha has a lot of money as well, though. I mean, he's got a ton of money, so he can't rely on Ash. I don't even know if Ash is in this deck, to be honest with you. All signs point to yes, but Caprice does so much work here, sometimes you don't even need it.
That's true.
He could be trolling with an MAPD as well. Here's the account side, and this is absolutely the correct play. I love this play. I love this play so much, I can't even get over this.
You're going to have to try.
I'm trying. I mean, it's not going to do a lot, but...
It's something.
Look, just like a little die switch and it's over.
It's going to tip the scales a little bit.
That still has Pacer on 9 credits. Can we do it again?
Yeah, that one, I mean, that's still a fortune. A small fortune, but a fortune.
You could just do the old 3 siphon run remote trick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's got it.
All I know is that pad campaign is going to continue to do some work secretly.
Yeah, just constantly.
That reshuffle was probably Pacer's greatest move of this game.
Alright, so Sasha now evaluating his post-siphon board and passing the turnover. Looks like he may have just gained some credits there. And he's just going to allow this agenda to come through. He may be setting up for some kind of an R&D assault. Install RDI, and there's a Hades fragment, I believe.
Fragment.
And Pacer loving this card. Thinks it's so good. You get the Sundews back in. You get those Jacksons back in. DBS back in.
There's a lot to be said for it.
You get Celebrity Gifts back in. And then you shuffle in your deck with Jackson pretty consistently. So all the stuff that you just paid a bunch of trash comes right back in there.
There it is. Don't you feel silly. Just a bit.
Sasha's starting to dig a little bit. 3 points over to Pacer. There's an R&D interface. This is where things start to get good here, and we're going to run R&D.
Here we go.
Looks like we've got a Marcus that is going to be broken for relatively, not too bad. I guess broken for 4. 1 data sucker counter makes that even better. Goes down to 2. Breaks through the Enigma.
Oh man, and what does he get?
Well, saw a couple cards. Are looking through archives?
Yeah, nothing. He gained knowledge.
Yeah, that's about it.
You can't put a price on it though.
I've heard that.
It has a 1-for-1 trade to power. So the saying goes.
Looks like he's going to gain money there or something.
Uh-oh. Going for the do.
Yeah, run the Sundew. This is great. It's solid. He's going to make use of that account siphon money.
Trashy trash.
But can you also deal with the mental health and the pad campaign?
In time, maybe.
Players talking here. Pacer looking at his cards. Got a token explosion over there. Everyone's like, whoa!
Who dropped something? I'll help you pick it up.
A lot of exchanges going on here. You think they're calling each other out here?
I don't know.
It's like using the taunt in Smash Brothers.
What's that face down card over there? Nothing.
Well, there's another.
Another face down card.
Let's make this remote happen again. We got a Perma Jackson over there, protected by Caprice. The loving embrace.
It's a match made in heaven.
What we can only assume is Caprice.
Yes.
I shouldn't say it was such
Probability
vigor,
is high.
Jackson Ash.
but it could be Ash. Could be Ash. Call that Jash.
Jash.
Hey Jash.
Jashin. Or just Josh. What?
I guess that's just a real name.
Yeah. Doesn't quite have the same.
Yeah, not quite the impact we're looking for.
Yeah.
We call that Josh.
That's just Josh. Thanks, Josh.
He's running R&D again. Needs to see an agenda here.
Anytime, really. He's got to get on the board.
Looking at it, that's a trashy face. No good.
There've been a lot of runs on R&D with no fruit.
Yeah, we've seen, 4 cards, maybe 5?
At least.
Just putting a little pressure on here. That's solid. Pretty easily getting through that server. I think Pacer's going to be looking to stuff that pretty quick.
Yeah, I would. I definitely would.
Trashes the health clinic. So as we said, remember, you get set up and it looks insurmountable, but now he's attacking these foundations.
Mm-hmm.
And Pacer's going to be running out of money. We see some more R&D cards.
That's right.
Oh no, that's DBS. He's DBSing, that's right.
Is he still in the trash? You think?
We don't think that.
Oh, no, he checked.
I don't think he trashed it. I don't think he trashed the Nisei.
Didn't he check?
Yeah, he did get in there, I guess, once, but I think that was pre-potential trash.
He's used Jackson. Probably shuffle.
Yeah. So on 13 credits here on replicating side of the board, and how Sasha's credits have dried up. It's just a shame to see it. We got a new
What you
remote.
want with your Sasha.
And there we go, shoring up R&D.
Boom.
So playing to make things happen here.
That's right. You just gotta add more walls.
Yeah, add more walls. Exactly.
Add more walls.
This just costs you more. And what a beautiful dance it is.
Mm-hmm.
I pay money to make you pay money every time you want to come in.
Eventually, nobody can afford anything.
Yeah, and then what?
The game's over.
Then the game's over.
I'm going home.
It costs $80 to get in. I'm going home.
I've had my fun.
Here comes HQ. Pup comes through, and Pacer's saying, I got no agendas in here, bro. Or he does.
Holy smokes.
Scores a fetal.
Out of the blue
and
sky.
He's going to lose some tuna there.
Two
and the
cards.
emergency shutdown probably what he was going in there for anyway.
Yep.
I guess what's he going to shut down a Marcus? I don't know. It's not great.
Nothing's great right now. We're building to greatness.
There's a fetal. See, now imagine the difference. Players are switching one future perfect for one fetal. How different is this if that's a future perfect?
Mm-hmm.
Is it better? Is it worse? I mean, 33% chance-ish to actually steal the agenda, but it's worth one more point, which means you're only stealing 3 agendas total.
That's right.
At this point, he may have to steal 4. That could just be a problem.
Yeah. That's for sure.
But man, we've heard and seen about some feudal flatlines at the tournament today. From
Yes.
that one of, I mean, a lot of times, even stuff like stem hack into a feudal server that was unexpected can just kill you. You just get it in your head that there's not a feudal in there, and
Tread carefully, man.
there it is. Net damage at its best when there's like one instance, you know, and it's just like, well, there's
One
no net
time
damage.
I wasn't
in here.
ready for it. Slap
There
me
it
in the
is.
face.
There it is. Over to Pacer, using his daily business show, shuffling through a little bit. I would love to know how much money is on Katie right now.
Man.
Why is calling your caddy a real thing? Is that like a official pronunciation?
Yeah. Her name is Cotty.
Cotty.
Apparently, according to Damon's name. Right?
According to Damon, do we have another source aside from Damon on this?
Don't believe Damon.
That needs to be corroborated immediately.
As far as I'm aware, it was named Cotty because that was, yes, a person who was significant to him. And then everybody says Katie, and he cries in his pillow.
Oh, wow.
So you're saying if you want to make Damon cry, say Katie.
Katie.
And then if you
Man,
want,
is it that easy?
Is it that easy? Kind of monster.
But if you were to want to make Damon cry, that may be a way to do it. All right, I'll call her Cotty. I don't know. I always felt like it was pretentious.
Oh, it is. It's super pretentious.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. We've heard, you heard it here. It is.
I
It is
still
here.
call it Cotty.
Well, I mean,
and then when people mispronounce,
you're overriding. You're overriding centuries of phonetic tradition.
I'm sick of a Katie, man.
Katie, man.
I'm sick of phonetics. Just because you say it sounds like that doesn't make it sound like that.
You have to spell it differently if you want it to work that way.
Man, that's a cerebral static. They're not doing much work in this matchup.
Look at all of these cards.
Wait, he's holding one. That's important. He's holding at least one card there.
Man, talk about some head games. Ooh.
Look at that money.
Just look at it.
You know, players actually, there's been a real uptick of players referring to cards by what's on the card itself. For instance, calling celebrity gift giraffes. I've heard that a lot today. I heard Chronotype called pancakes the other day.
Nobody has time to read anymore.
What's that? Oh yeah, babies. Symmetrical visage, baby.
I call Pad Campaign's digital girl.
Or fetal. Fetal could be called baby too. We can't have
hologram girl.
conflicting
Hologram
babies.
girl, that's better. Hologram girl.
It has to at least be easier to say than the original, right?
No. I think we're just trying to avoid
Sexy android.
avoid reading. Yeah, sexy android, classic.
Android shower party?
Stupid sexy android.
I don't think that's better than the Adonis campaign.
Android shower party.
ASP, ask.
Running as many asps as I can. Cubs win.
What do we get? What is on the top of there? What is that? Is that a crick again?
I'm a crick.
3-string code gate. Well, still annoying.
Around.
Not the greatest eyes, but here we see two cards.
See the two. Man, still nothing?
No. We saw a
kidding me?
fetal last time. I mean, there's not a lot of agendas in this deck. Here's some net tails. Is that another fetal?
What is happening?
What's happening? Snare?
Ooh.
Snare?
Whoa.
A snare?
A snare. Classic snare action.
Oh, no. He's just crazy.
That card.
He's insane. He's got a Hades fragment with a snare, and he's got cerebral static just sitting around in his hand. This is a man who is teched for life. I have no idea. He's teching for metas thousands of years in the future.
He's teched so he can't be. I'm untechable. I am Pacer, eternal.
I am the Pacer.
I am the Pacer.
I run-
Untechable.
Think about it though.
The untechable
You
Pacer.
drop the snare into like archives,
One-
face down, and they run the crick.
It's really good.
Oh, great.
Of course it did.
Gotcha.
Never-ending snare. That's the John D strategy there. Just always throw one snare in anything you do.
John D. Rockefeller? Who are you talking about?
Yeah. That's the guy.
V.I. Lenin?
You know, isn't that John that says that? D'Alessandro, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now we're talking.
Also known as the nicest dude in Netrunner, which is a hard title to get actually, because it's a long list.
There is a long list.
Zach Kavis, he's on that list. Very nice dude. You know,
Oh man, more walls going up in front of R&D.
Yeah, but you can't keep a runner out.
You can't, but you can make it more costly and thus less frequent.
I mean, I think all those breakers have a line that says add +1 strength, so you can always pay through it.
You have to pay to play.
But at the same
You have to
time,
play to win.
just grinding down Sasha's bank. I think he's on 5 credits right now. He lost all his
Meantime,
He's
Pacer
doing the
is sitting pretty behind all these pad campaigns.
Yeah, dude,
Excuse
he's
me,
got money.
Hollow checks.
He's got money forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Hollow checks.
Sasha started doing that finger twirl thing that he does.
What's that tell for?
Every time I've seen him do it, he wins the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
So you think he has it now, or he thinks he has it?
maybe
You
maybe
think
he thinks
you
he
think
has
he?
it.
Wait, I think something just went down on Katie for the first time.
Nice. Yeah, he's got 6 on. Yeah.
Cotty.
Cotty. Show him watch it, man.
Cotty.
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 No, it's Katie. I don't know.
There's an extra H and an O in there.
Anytime I watch or play against replicating, I always feel like replicating is winning.
Well,
like across the board, it doesn't even matter what's happening.
That
like
is one of its hidden strengths, man.
It always wins.
It makes you feel like it's always winning.
Yeah, maybe so. You're only 3 cards away from beating it.
And because this is
zero.
a game made by Damon Stone, perception is reality.
Perception is reality.
So as soon as you start to think or feel that someone is winning, it becomes so.
That's true. That's true.
So
And then you start losing side games. You're in your own head.
You let that roll around in your head for a little bit.
You just send that one back to old Rojo. Signed, sealed, delivered.
It's yours.
This is the biggest Central servers presence that I've seen today.
Yes.
4 on each.
He has redoubled his efforts. It's like the Emperor is coming to town.
4 on each.
Come on.
But you notice no scoring server to speak of, really.
Uh-oh, Zach is now exiting the room.
Zach is exiting.
He's smiling.
Did you win or lose?
It could be... Oh! He gave us the old upsy-downsy thumbs up. Replicating perfection. Scores
slog, isn't it,
another
man?
win.
It's an absolute slog.
All right.
Replicating perfection.
Meantime, we're filming this live, or recording this live, by the way.
Yeah, important to note.
This is why things are a little crazy around here.
Important to note. Sometimes I'll just start talking to people around me. Forget that this is being recorded.
People forget that.
He's security testing something. It doesn't... I'm not sure that it matters hard enough to
which
to
PAC
think about.
campaign is he going
hard.
to security test?
Oh, there it goes. Over to archives. Okay.
Man, that's way over there.
Well, that means we're probably trashing maybe those pads.
Possibly.
Can you trash those pads right now?
Where nothing could possibly go wrong.
Isn't it just all about getting money and hitting R&D until one person wins?
Yes.
Is that the Madden?
I'm not.
Yeah.
He's not playing good Netrunner.
Yeah, we're looking basically.
He's got to play good Netrunner.
It's all going to come down to whoever scores the most points. Let's not lose track of this.
Netrunner has been deduced.
Let's not lose sight.
It's figured out. Got it.
I stopped playing when I solved the game.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, solved.
Nothing more to do here.
Work here?
Was that? Oh, it was reversed accounts over there.
Aha!
I'm wondering what that was.
Yeah, man,
It had
talk
dice
about
on it.
how annoying is that, right?
I just thought that was like a super ballsy like Nisei. I just be like,
Man, that would be pretty serious. But like, what did that ultimately do?
Little to nothing as far as I can tell.
I mean, if he doesn't check it, it sucks for Sasha. Reversed accounts. He went over and trashed it.
Whoa.
I think he either trashed it or used it. One of the two.
What just happened there?
He trashed it, yeah. He ran over and trashed it.
Missed it.
A lot going off on the side of the way. Can we get a zoom out, Jonathan? A light zoom out?
A light zoom. Not too heavy now. And don't make it sudden. I get nauseous.
There we go. All right.
Beautiful.
So is it just Jackson over there, basically?
It's not just there's a Jackson in
Yeah, that's
something?
Jackson party over there. That's just out of the game territory.
2 Jacksons over there?
That's all we needed.
Whoa!
hey.
Whoa.
I have an idea. For Under the Stream, at least for Netrunner, I know this would work. You know those big D20?
Yeah,
Like using those to mark your credits?
that would be really nice, wouldn't it? It'd be so nice for us too to
Yes.
track credits after the fact. It'd be so nice.
And the
Just
novelty
use it.
factor alone is worth it.
Just use a big dice.
It's both practically and aesthetically mindful.
Sasha actually really kind of wanted to lose this thing so we could watch that Pacquiao fight tonight, a boxing match.
Oh yeah, it's one of the biggest Saturdays in sports. You got the Derby, you got the boxing,
You got this.
you got everything.
Yeah.
You got Netrunner and Tulsa.
Why don't we combine them?
Oh man.
Boxing horses.
And Netrunner? They got the trifecta in there.
Yeah. Boxing horses and advanceable traps.
Yes. Man, horses aren't going to like that.
There's an architect. This is huge. This is nothing. He's just got to win the Caprice game. This is not a big deal.
Good gravy, yeah.
2-1 or 0. 2-1 or 0.
But
That's all
will
it comes
he
down
win
to.
that Caprice game?
Oh no, man, this was crazy.
What's his track record?
All the ice on Centrals, and look at his scoring server. It's nothing. It's pitiful. Is that NAP? Oh!
Oh, denied.
It looked like he had nothing in his hand.
Try again.
I thought he had it.
It looked like he had nothing.
He can't break.
I thought it was 0-0.
He can't break the architect again. It looked like nothing. I think it's because he's got those dinky credits in his hand.
Dinky credits.
Embarrassing.
They're so mischievous with their dinkiness.
Oh man, I was getting excited. I was like, there he goes. There he
Some
goes.
people have even gone as far as to call them rinky dink.
He can't break the architect anymore. He busted his fairy. He doesn't have a mimic. But do you care? I mean, do you just hit the architect and hope that he doesn't install a bunch of awesome stuff?
That's about it, honestly.
I mean, he could just dump an ash right on that server. You know, it's just like. Ugh.
Pacer does no dumps. He's very methodical.
He's very methodical.
There's no dumping.
I'm just excited to see what card comes out of this RP deck next.
Right?
There's no telling what I could see.
I don't understand what's going to be next.
Oh man, that I think that's probably like, you know, as weird as it is in the state of Netrunner right now, that's probably like the game just happened right there.
It's true.
He either had to steal that agenda
Very
or
well
he
could
loses
be.
this game. If this is
Because it's probably a Nisei.
If it's a Nisei, this game has
See ya.
just gone down.
See ya.
It's down in flames. Now, if it's an NAPD,
Different story.
you got a little play left.
Nisei
It's
it
a
is.
Nisei. It's a
GG.
Nisei. Oh, I think that spells the end.
Yeah, I don't know how you
think this game is in
you
the bag.
surmount this mountain.
I think this game is in the bag.
If we cannot go over the mountain, let us go under it.
I'll tell you what, man.
That's all I'm thinking right now.
There's a lot to be said about Caprice. Finally, I think popular opinion
It's shifting.
has shifted.
it
RP is getting very popular. You're seeing every player is seeing Caprice way more, and you're starting to think, wait a minute,
Hey,
is it really okay to have this kind of mechanic so
it's questionable.
critical
It's questionable.
to my success in a game that was
See you sure
previously all
gamble.
about great
See you
decisions?
shut down.
What? Did we hit another snare?
No.
Oh, he just took the Cortex. Yeah.
Snare. Or
That's
shut down
fine,
and
that's
gamble.
fine.
Gone.
You're prepared. And we got interns. Thanks for showing it to us, Sasha.
Good to know. Knowledge is power. Learning some things.
I mean, you really
Setting ourselves up for future wins.
you
and
just have to tank down R&D over and over, right? He's got RDI. I think that's his best shot. He's playing well. I mean, Sasha's playing this well.
He is playing
Pacer's playing it. I mean, Pacer's a mountain.
These guys are playing so cool.
Yeah.
They're collected. There's no jitter.
There goes R&D.
There's no twitch. Going down the R&D.
He's got to break that crick. Isn't that a disaster?
Ugh. Nobody wants that.
It's only 3, but still, it's just like annoying.
It's costly. It adds up. Uh-oh, trashing something.
He's no agendas.
What's he doing?
7 or
Nope.
8 off of R&D?
I think that's about 8 cards off of our
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
it's
10. We
been
may be at
sparse.
10 at this point.
It feels more sparse than it's been.
But you got 1 fetal, you've got 9 agendas in the deck, you've got 3 on the board, 6 left. Could be 1 in hand. I mean, the odds of seeing an agenda are never good in this deck.
No siree, Bob.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it, yeah.
It's beautiful.
You just keep. It's like a punching bag, you know. You can never knock a punching
A
bag down.
beautiful punching bag.
You just keep punching, and it's like
Still in mint condition, no matter how many times you swing at it.
I'm getting stronger, but it's not falling down.
That's right. It's filled with titanium sand or something.
Look at those pad campaigns doing work.
I know, right? It's a fortune he's gotten out of
How
those.
does a deck have this much? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. Because they have 9 agendas.
Yes.
It's like, how do you have this much room for all this stuff? Like all the ice, all the assets, all the agendas, the operations. They don't run a lot of operations, though.
No.
Some players not even run a hedge fund in this deck.
What?
It's a true story.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
I don't know if it's
I approve of that.
these decks.
Man, so what, you got 9 credits?
Yeah, it looks like 9.
Which is ample.
I think so.
Can res a few things with that. Haven't even seen a toll booth yet.
No, we haven't. And that's not even something. You didn't even say anything.
He proceeds to say nothing. He proceeds to say
Zach gets all the
nothing.
way to the top 8 and then realizes Replicating Perfection is really good. You get all the way to the top 8 and then you're like, Replicating's really good.
Who knew?
I finally realized it. I'll tell you, he knew is one Dan Dargenio at Worlds 2014. That's who started this whole mess.
Thanks, Dan.
But he was playing it months before Worlds even, and everyone's like, whatever, Dan. NEH is fine. Whatever.
So he was doing it before it was cool.
He was doing it before it was cool. Yeah, definitely.
Default hipster.
Mike,
if you ever do anything before it's cool,
here's my
hipster.
question: What's the next replicant imperfection that has not been discovered yet? That's where I am. I think it involves Breaker Bay and HB. Very serious. It has the same kind of feel to it.
Then show us.
Show us.
Show us.
Play the purple cards.
Played all of them.
Did you work with the guys from KC on their HB decks?
No.
At all?
No.
Will
it's good.
This is.
I think it's the semi. I think Sasha's playing for a spot at bracket. Yeah. Got a few more.
But the Kansas City guys, I think when you see their HB deck, I played against 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I played against.
There's one of them. Kevin's one of them right there.
I don't run HB.
He doesn't run HB, but he's.
Don't look at me.
He's aware of it. Yeah, I know.
I'm listening to the comments.
That Breaker Bay grid is really killer.
It's insane.
It
You
does
guys eat for free.
does some serious work.
Are we going R&D? He's flirting over there.
Yeah, he's
Or he's just playing with credits.
He's
Never
looking
mind.
for accesses here. And Sasha's going to come out of this match and he's going to walk over to me and he's going to say, I got a ton of accesses, but I didn't see any agendas.
I did not.
And I'm going to say, I know, man. I'm sorry.
Womp womp.
I know, I tell you. Looks like Ahmed just came out of the top 8 room, said he just had the best game of his life.
He's very excited.
And he won.
He's very excited. Yeah, I would hate to have the best game and lost.
Looks like he may have knocked Sam out. I think he just knocked Sam Sweet out.
Whoa, that's a big deal right there.
Yeah, man. I love his Reina deck and his play. Account Siphon coming through. Or was he just discarding it there? Yeah, that's how you played it, Account Siphon. Yeah?
No res? Wait. He's thinking about it.
Just going to eat a Cortex lock? Oh, no. It's just going to come out of here and say, where is my Mimic?
Oh, it is a res.
Oh, Excalibur. Oh!
Far out.
Always, it's so good. He runs, Pacers put together a masterpiece here.
That's going to cost him dearly.
Can't make another run this turn.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
there's the Mimic.
Oh! He just got that too. He just got that.
Why didn't he install it?
I don't know these things.
Why didn't he install it?
The only thing I can think is he
Whoa.
clicked for something.
And
Whoa.
Nisei counter
Just
gets
Nisei.
used on Account Siphon right there.
Just Nisei. Yep.
Boom.
That's a big deal right there.
And that's the end of the game? Sasha maybe scooping that?
Did it hit time?
They hit time. Oh, they hit time.
The old clock
Yeah, that's totally
runs
fair.
him off.
So that game times out. Puts Pacer on as the winner.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think that's fine. I think he was winning. I
Yes,
think that
he
game
was
was
winning.
over.
He was winning indeed. All right.
So that's why the Mimic happened, because it was time. Time was called there. All right, guys. Well, that was another game from the regional here in Tulsa, 2015. We're gonna have more to come. So
There's still more to come.
Stay tuned. We're doing it all live, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Peace.